Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh.
What's going on, Laker fans? Welcome to Lakerland. I am Christian, Mr. All the Above, ENT here. Also with me, my main man, Denz. Big Laker fans in the building. The season is finally back, man. It was a very long anticipated summer. And we'll get into all of everything, but we just seen Lakers official basketball, not preseason, a real starting lineup, real rotations, real play style, action.
Real everything.
Everything against the Golden State Warriors last night.
The real champions.
How do we feel about what we saw, bro? We obviously ended up with an L.
A nasty one.
Wasn't a competitive game for most of the game. And here we are. I kind of like to react after kind of sitting with my thoughts a bit so I don't like jump off the cuffs and overreact.
Right.
So without overreacting, what did you see yesterday? How you feeling? Any positives, any negatives? Where we at with it?
Well, bro, like you said, not to overreact because this is the champions that we played. So it's like an L isn't the end of the world. But I was looking for at least some good takeaways, like some positive takeaways, like some good things to see. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, there wasn't too many. I would say alright, AD had an aggressive first half. That was good to see. Yeah. Defense, offense, it just looked like it was coming together. Kind of slacked off in the second half. I don't know what happened. It looked like he took a nap at halftime. But on the other side, LeBron had 31, 14, and 8. Good stats, casually. He didn't necessarily have like a great game, but that's a good sign to see. So it's like, I guess that's okay. LeBron and AD in full form throughout the season can be a factor. So obviously,
I think LeBron and AD are always gonna do their load, and they might have to have some nights where they have to do more than what their load even requires. They might have to go into like another God tier mode in order to really pull together a win. This probably had to have been one of those games in order for us to win. Yeah. But we have to they're going to get their 27 and 31. Who's around them and what are they doing? So we did see the starting lineup where we were kind of they didn't put it out till 30 minutes before. It got me messed up when I'm doing my parlays. I can't really make a full judgment off of things. Don't have time to sit with it. And then we roll out Lonnie Walker, Bev, and Russ. Russ ends up starting. I guess that preseason bench thing was just like trying something out. But, we'll talk about the comments a little later with Russ coming off the bench. But Russ starting along with Bev and Walker. How'd you like the starting lineup? Did it feel right? Does Russ feel like the buy-in? Is he still playing with heart and everything they say, heart and hustle?
All great questions, man. All I know is
I see him running real hard and passing real hard and turning it over real hard. And shooting real hard, but he ends up with a great stat line. So that's what gets
I mean, it wasn't that great.
I was I forgot. He only missed 4 shots, I believe. It was a decent stat line.
It was a decent stat line. It was cool. Listen, I knew they weren't gonna do the bench and Russ off the rip. I knew he was gonna start, so that didn't surprise me at all. What is kind of disgusting is the whole Pat Bev Russ dynamic. Honestly, that's really gonna be our lineup for real. I
don't like that backcourt.
That's a terrible backcourt. What the hell?
No, I really don't like that. And I know even Pat Bev said in his pod what he has to play with him in order to do what he does. If that's what you do, I don't know if that's what I want from you. Playing with Russ, it creates more. Pat Bev claimed to be a real knockdown shooter. Yesterday, he wasn't knocking down shit. Neither was any of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Facts.
I think Russ had one of our only threes that night, ironically. AD, nope, I guess the shot stopped working again. Bron didn't really have it that yesterday.
It was cold.
The whole team didn't really have it yesterday when it comes to shooting.
Nothing.
Bro, so what it comes down to is the construction of the team. This is the first time we're really seeing it put together, and we did have injuries. We did have Thomas Bryant not playing, which is a big, and that might play a factor. But
guess what? Would he ever have played?
Did we get DJ minutes yesterday?
None.
I don't remember seeing any.
None. Winnie Gabriel.
Wendy and Gabriel, he got PT. He got PT for sure. But no Bryant. We didn't have Schroeder. We don't have Brown. But nevertheless, Rob has to know these things. Like, we weren't going to be 100% healthy all year.
Right.
And right now it's looking like we don't even have one center that isn't Anthony Davis that we're going to be playing. I mean, it's not overreacting because DJ didn't get no minutes yesterday, but... So we were seeing 4-guard lineups. Mm-hmm. I was traumatized off of 3-guard lineups last year. We saw a confident 4-guard lineup out there, bro. That's tough. That's tough if this is the construction of our team. It's almost like we need a sharpshooting wing and, somebody who might be like 6'11", 7 foot tall that can stand with AD. But I don't know if that's out there on the Indiana Pacers. I don't know if it's still there. Please, man. I've seen enough personally. I think I'm cool.
I think LeBron's seen enough too, bro.
I think Russ, what he even can provide for us, if he's a provider for the team, even if he's providing for this team, it doesn't fit with how we're trying to play. It doesn't work out for us. It slows the game down. The way the Lakers are trying to play, he doesn't really contribute on the defensive end. He's turning it over too much on the offensive end. He's not helping with the spacing. So, I'm sorry, man. We don't really need you, and we can use Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Please, Rob, get it done, because I've seen enough. I'm cool. One game is more than enough, I think, right now for me, bro, because I don't see the problem changing. I don't see a center going to start playing minutes. Like, you know what I mean?
And even if they did that really fix our problems?
It'll help shift things down a little bit.
I mean, it
Bron
helps.
will play the 3, AD will play the 4. But if we're not doing that, then we need to get rid of Russ. And we need Turner.
Right.
So,
right.
That's where I'm at personally after watching yesterday. And maybe that is still an overreaction. But we saw how we played, man.
We saw the whole shit. Bro,
it felt like last year, did it not? Can't hit shots. A fake little comeback. Trying to get your hopes up a little bit. Trying to act like you might get your spread bet still.
You're right. You're right.
All to what? Let me down at 2 a.m. in the morning, bro.
Right.
So...
So how long do you think we have?
So we got to talk about Bron's comments.
Right.
Because you heard him say after the game, like, as constructed, once again, this is Rob Pelinka, as constructed, we don't have sharpshooters. We don't have lasers, 40%ers. This is basically what Bron said.
That's exactly what he said.
So they're going to have to get it a different way. He said it doesn't mean it's impossible to win. It just means we have to kind of master what we're doing, and we got to really play a certain way and be effective in that manner.
Yeah.
And if Westbrook isn't contributing to being effective in that manner, we have to start rethinking some things already, bro, because we can't go, let's talk about the schedule. I mean, next we got Clippers. Tomorrow
we got Clippers. And how much do you think we're going to adjust from last night? It's probably going to be the same lineup.
I would say the same. But we did switch up. Starting lineups at the second half. Where what we did?
Austin Reeves.
We swapped Bev for Reeves. Is that what we did?
Yeah.
I know Bev hit the bench. So I think we put Reeves in there. Or none. We put none.
We put none in there.
Which honestly, I guess in that case, I'd rather you have maybe benched Russ, put none Bev, Walker, Bron, AD.
Probably.
Because I don't know.
Either way.
Was Bev the problem in the first lineup? Even though Bev did a bunch of nothing. He had a few defensive plays for me.
Russ definitely did way more than Bev, but either way.
He did.
Either way, just breaking that lineup up was important because what the are we getting from that? Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook.
I mean, I was telling you yesterday, it's kind of hard when Bron and AD's on the court to really take the ball out of their hands and force feed Russ. It's wasting minutes of LeBron and AD. So, I feel like they definitely got to stagger Bron away from Russ. I don't think they really help each other's play style. But So what I think is probably going to happen if we're really to go down like maybe the nasty rabbit hole of the Los Angeles Lakers, if we don't win the next game, we're 0-2. And then we go to Portland. I think we have to go to Portland if I'm right, or maybe Portland comes to us. I can look this up. That's a Sunday game. Let me see. No, Portland is in Lakers, so that's even worse. If we lose to Portland at home, go 0-3. At that point, there has to be at least a coaching decision made, a lineup change, something. Yeah, something, because we can't go 0-3. And then after that, nevertheless, bro. After going 0-3, God forbid, man, knock on all the wood, but this is a real reality. We have to go to Denver to play the Nuggets. Mm-hmm. What if we go 0-4?
Yeah, man. This is real questions because it's very
Hello, possible. Indiana? We still cool?
And who's to say that they won't laugh in our face after that, bro?
I don't know. I do not know, man.
That's what I'm worried about at this point because they had it, bro. We had the chance. Like, we had it, bro. Before media day, before he even put on the jersey, took pictures and kumbaya and did all that bullshit, we had a chance to get right. Give us a whole preseason to give us Miles Turner and Buddy Hield runs with the team. But now we're gonna have to do some mid-season scrambling. Nah, bro, I'm not rocking with this shit, bro. I'm not.
Because like, what's the probability of it working if it's even later in the year? If we don't get that cohesion, if we don't get that loss of the San Diego minicamp or wherever they went.
Exactly, bro.
It would have been nice for Hield to be nicknamed Layup.
Then, right, them coming in now is kind of just like disruptive.
I wouldn't say disruptive.
It is, though.
Because at the end of the day, I think at this point, Lakers know that they're in the business of playing basketball, and right now they need to win some games. And these kids, these rookies, not these rookies, but these younger vets are in there right now, and they're like, listen, we're just here to play ball, and if we're not playing ball, this is our job. Like, we can be out of here. So, like, let's play ball, and let's play it right. Let's play it the Darvin Ham way. Compete, fight for it every night. But with Hield and Turner, bro, that really fills in your depth needs. Like, those are two pieces we need. We need somebody who's 6'6", 6'5", whatever Hield is, and then we need somebody who can slot AD back to the forward, at least for some minutes, man. Because it can regulate things a little bit. We can get Juan Toscano-Anderson playing the 3 and not the 4.
Or the bench. I also think that...
Not on ring night in front of the fan, bro.
That was terrible, bro.
Yeah, that was bad for
That was terrible. I hope...
He wasn't looking good last night.
I hope Dennis coming back can make, things a little better in the offense.
That's at least a month. 3 weeks a month. Thomas Bryant's gone for almost a month, so this is a gut check out the gate, bro.
And I feel like Buddy Hield and Miles Turner generally want to come to the Lakers too.
Buddy Hield's been trying to come to the Lakers.
I think he would.
He thought it was there for a minute. I'm sure Miles Turner would rather be in Los Angeles building Legos than Indiana building Legos. That's what he does.
That's what he does.
Miles Turner's a cool guy. I like him a lot. Oh man, and I could see the fit. I could see the need. He can spread the floor. He can hit the 3.
He can hit the 3, bro.
We don't have to deal with the burden of Russell Westbrook, and I'm sorry, Russ. It just I do not like it. I do not like it. And
it don't work.
It is what it is. And I don't know if you were doing this your whole career, but maybe that would explain a lot of things, man. But I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want it to be another Steve Nash situation where I'm crapping on your legacy for the rest of your life. But I'm glad that Steve Nash's legacy is not aging well and he's failing as a coach, man.
Genuinely.
And I'm getting very much so Steve Nash vibes.
A little bit, bro, because now
it's worse. It's absolutely worse.
He's messing with LeBron's legacy, the Lakers' legacy, everything.
Our window.
Our window, everything, bro.
AD's window.
Yup.
Bro, man.
This is the second year, bro. We gotta nip this in the bud now, bro.
At the end of the day, after watching last night, like, I'm confident in our duo for a fact, and I be saying that on these episodes, and I'm confident in Bron and AD, that when it comes to the 1-2 punches, we have the strongest 1-2 punch. That's not a question.
Right.
What we saw with the Warriors, though, is like, they're nice everywhere.
They're nice, bro.
Everywhere. Jordan Poole is packing a punch this year. He's coming with it, man.
Facts.
So
Clay still got it.
Clay still got it. Draymond is going to fight his way every game.
Curry's still MVP for him.
Kevin Looney can still hold his own against AD half the time.
Andrew Wiggins, bro.
Wiggins, that they locked up too, which is... man. And they don't even have some of the pieces. They got Dante coming off the bench. I didn't really see him do too much last night.
Right.
But they still got some things on the way too. That's the scary part. And they still got chemistry to build. And that's the thing. We're the only team, like, when it comes to some of these other contenders, whether it's the Bucks, whether it's the Clippers, whether it's the Warriors, whether it's the Suns, the Nuggets, they have continuity. They have been with each other for years. Mm-hmm. Same coach. We're just like, we're fresh sheets on a new bed, bro. Nobody's even, like, we don't know what it's going to be like yet. Right. And yeah, if yesterday is what's to tell...
I hope not, man.
Yikes.
That was rough. That was a rough watch. And
it just shades of last year, and I didn't like that, man.
I really just wanted to chalk it up to we played the champions.
Play the Warriors, for sure. Ring night, it's a narrative that when you're facing a team that's receiving their rings, they might be a little more jaded, they might be a little bit more lackadaisical. At the same time, maybe it's the opposite. You know what I mean? All their fans are here to celebrate the championship. Let's give them a show. I got my family in attendance watching me get this gold. Let me, make them proud tonight. So, you know what I mean? It could be the vice versa that nobody ever speaks about, but
right.
We got smoked by them. and they were playing minute restrictions.
Well, the first half, we ended down 7.
But they definitely showed that they were a better player, the better team the whole way through that.
But the only reason why I was competitive,
we were fighting from the gate.
I think the only reason why I was competitive is because AD had almost like a 20-point half.
Yeah, he cooked. He absolutely cooked,
but then he slowed down in the second half, man. Like I said, we need that superhero performance from both LeBron and AD to even have a chance to win a game like that, bro.
That's to my point earlier where they have to go into that like God MVP mode.
Exactly.
And if we're not getting, regardless, I guess today we would have needed more from anybody else. And I guess like, what do we think of some of the performances we saw yesterday? Like besides Bron and AD and Russ.
I was disappointed in Kendrick Nunn's offense. I was disappointed in Patrick Beverley's role.
I was too, to be honest.
Like what the hell was that like? And then I was disappointed in like the people who were supposed to come in and just give us some sparks, like JTA.
I feel like
this
Austin
guy Matt
Reeves,
Ryan was like that was like we was really dependent on him for shots.
Which is the problem, because we need that type of player on the squad and we do not have that. There is a type of player like that in Indiana. I don't know if you're familiar. But there is somebody out there like that. Reeves we did see. I feel like Reeves is very much so, he's going to shine dependent on who you have around him. And I don't know if we saw him in like the most lineups that could be the most efficient for him yesterday. And I think Reeves should damn near be a starter. I think Reeves would probably be better suited playing with LeBron and AD and linking his minutes with them, because he's going to be somebody who can play the right way, and he's always going to do the right pass. He's always going to do the right basketball play. And we need those people when playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis to really maximize everything. I didn't feel like we kind of got that yesterday. Juan Toscano-Anderson had a nasty game, and I kind of think that might be what we get out of him sometime. He's very much so a hustle player, so he's a momentum guy. Yesterday wasn't really that momentous from him. Kendrick Nunn didn't really give us too much, I felt. Lonnie Walker had a few moments, but he didn't get that many shots off. Overall, it was a pretty underwhelming roster, bro, and underwhelming rotations. And like you said, minutes from Matt Ryan, who I like the story and I'm rooting for the guy, but can the story come with some shots? Some buckets?
Depending on that, though, says a lot, though. Because I was not expecting him to get real minutes like that. Real shot attempts, I was not expecting that at all. So that says a lot. That means that we're desperate for anybody to hit a shot, bro.
No Troy Brown still. I don't know what Troy Brown's role would have been carved out to be. But I don't want it to be like another Trevor Ariza situation. Like, we need Trev. We need TA. And then, oh no, we need this guy. Like, when they come back, when we're healthy, we're never going to all be healthy.
Never.
So let's get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner and really build some depth. And bro, the starting lineup would make sense then. It would. Whether it's Reeves, Bevs, Healed AD. You know what I mean? Like,
we're putting a lot of stock into Buddy Hield. I think it's more stock into getting Russ off the team because Buddy's really just one shooter.
That's fine. I don't need Buddy starting. We can do AR. We can do AR, Bev, Bron, AD, Turner. That sounds like a great starting lineup to me.
Doesn't improve our shooting all that much though.
I think it does because everybody slots down a little bit. Now everybody on the lineup can shoot a 3, including Miles Turner.
Everybody who could shoot a 3 that you just named, we played last night. Nobody hit shit.
No, because I don't know. AR didn't really get minutes like that with AD and Bron, especially like. I don't know, man. I definitely think it could help. And
I think I definitely think it helps.
Hield coming off the bench shooting along with Nunn, along with Walker, makes us at least sound a little more deadlier.
And confidence is everything in shooting, bro.
But
when you have somebody like Russ on the team, like there's a lot of times when you're just throwing the ball around, you're kicking it around, and it gets to him on the perimeter, and the whole energy just changes because it's like.
And not only that, like I said, I think Ham is pretty cognitive that he has to stagger Russ and Bron's minutes together, which also affects how you got to play now Bron and AD. Because it used to be you stagger Bron and AD together. So now how, like, to balance that all, it gets a little mixy. So Darvin Ham has a hell of a coaching job to do. And I don't know. It's hard to judge him off of the first game. And realistically, he doesn't have many options to work with. This is the roster that is constructed.
But he needs to explain the whole center shit because that's going to get me upset because that was the problem with Frank. He refused to play guys like Dwight and stuff wouldn't have mattered in certain matchups.
And out the gate, we're seeing that with DJ.
Exactly.
And I thought the DJ pick was a pretty confident one. I thought the Thomas Bryant pick was a pretty confident one. Are you telling me we still don't have a center better than DeAndre Jordan? I'll be scared, bro.
Terrified.
I'll be scared. Like this is getting a little bit eerie, and I'm still hopeful that there can be things to fix it, and we can build a continuity and we can build a rhythm. But like you said, they could have used that in preseason. If ultimately we're gonna trade Russ. Do you think a Russ trade is going to happen at this point right now? We're 0-1 to start off the year. What is if you had to have to bet on this, what is the chances of Russ being off the team or not on the team?
I think it's 50-50 because we're going to try. I think I'm confident now that we're going to try, but it's all up to if the other team's going to take the deal now.
Well, no, for me it's that if Russ is on the team by the end of the year, I would imagine then that means something worked. And we're at least a top 6 West team. Not playing, because I don't think we're settling for a damn playing spot this year. So for Russ to be on the team at the end of the year means that we have to at least be a top 6 West team and be a decent, like, if we got Bron and AD going to the playoffs.
We look like that last night?
No, we didn't. It's night 1, but no, we didn't. And yeah, we faced the Warriors, but no, we didn't. You know what I mean? Like there is some excuses like that you can pack in there.
They look like a top 3. We look like a fighting for a play-in maybe again like last year.
Absolutely. And bro, like joking at us at halftime. I hate that shit, man. Joking on us at halftime, saying we stink.
We stink. We're trying.
We stink. Oh,
it's a terrible look. It's embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I hate being a laughingstock Laker fan.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm going to work the next day and it's like, yo, what happened? It's Los Angeles Lakers, man. Los Angeles Lakers. And sure, like this is where I believe as fans we're allowed to show some frustration because we're coming off of a off season. Months of no basketball, of just people, at least in my head, people in one room thinking, how can we maximize and optimize this roster, our contracts, our future, our everything. And this is what we came up with.
Right.
And not only that, Rob Pelinka gets an extension. I'm still rooting for Rob because he built a championship team and bring number 17 home. I'm rooting for Genie shit. I'm rooting for Russell Westbrook. But ultimately, bro, year 20 LeBron, this is what we came up with to start the year. It's facts. That's written in stone. Year 20 LeBron started with this roster, and we might look back and be like, what the hell were we thinking?
Yep. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. And everybody's laughing at us. Everybody's peeping the whole shit. Everybody knows what's going on. Russ knows it, and then he's making funny comments. He's saying what he says.
Bro, yeah, he says that when he came off the bench, part of why he probably got the thigh injury, was it a hamstring injury, my apologies, is because he's not used to coming off the bench. He didn't even know how to warm up in pregame.
Sounds familiar, right? Said the same shit last year. When Frank didn't bench him when he didn't play him in the fourth or whatever.
He said, I'm not used to sitting down for long periods. My back. Like, you have to be kidding me. You can't tell me this is hard hustle. You are not good enough to be a starting point guard in the league. I'm sorry to have to say it, but I'm going to say it. You are not good enough to be a starting point guard in the league.
Not for the Lakers. Not for the Lakers.
Not for any playoff team.
Not for the Lakers, at least.
Not for any playoff team unless that team is constructed around you. And we're not doing that. We have LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Right.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to slide. So, that's where we're at.
Yeah, bro. He's a little delusional, bro, because to really go out there and say that publicly again... Oh, yeah.
What look is that, bro? Literally, for Russ, what look is that? If he gets traded and bought out, who is signing him? Knowing that if you're coming off the bench, your hamstrings hurt.
Maybe the Thunder just for...
Legacy. And because they're trying to tank, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to tank. That's who gets you Victor Wembanyama.
Thunder would do it just for family reasons.
And bro, and you know, I feel like you can definitely testify for me. I'm rooting for Russ. I want this to succeed. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm not negative when it comes to Russ and the possibility. I tell you all the time, what if it works? What if Russ can do this? What if Russ can be an effective...
And I be getting tight.
You be getting tight because I be trying to be optimistic. And that's all I can do because I'm a Laker fan. And then I watch a game and within the first 5 minutes, I was like, bro, I gotta see Gilden Turner because I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't.
First quarter, bro.
Ah, man. It raises your blood pressure. Mm-hmm. When the season starts, the seasonal depression begins. This was the first day at work, man, and I want to quit.
Mm-hmm. Shit crazy.
I'm questioning the pay, you know what I mean? This is the first day at work and I'm questioning the pay. I'm like, is this worth it? Going to sleep at 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. Stressing. Going to work the next day, bags under my eyes. Not even a win. I sleep good when we win. I sleep terrible when we lose, man.
Yeah, man.
Waking up after a Lakers victory, man, it's like, sunshine, rainbows. Waking up after a loss, bro.
And alright, taking it out to the Warriors is one thing, but now
the Clippers. Jesus, not the Clippers. Oh man.
So bro,
that would be real Laker like. I'm not gonna hold you.
That would be real Laker.
That would be real Laker like. I remember going 0-5. What was it with Mike Brown? Mm-hmm. I remember.
Well, bro.
And Ham's not going. He got a bag. He got a contract. He's got years. Going. He's not going.
He's not going.
Rob ain't going.
Nope.
Who's going?
Damn.
Bron's going? No. AD's going? Sounds like the mother picks are going. They got to, bro. And Russell Westbrook. Get him out of here.
I sure hope so, bro. If that's what it takes, it. Let's go 1-5. If that's what it takes, bro, that's what they need to see.
Is it the sacrifice we might have to take?
Bro, it looks like what's going to have to happen anyway, bro. Like, honestly.
Do you remember the LeBron James Cleveland Cavalier team that ended up winning the championship? I believe they ended up winning it. Maybe they lost in the finals because they probably lost the Warriors. But they did a whole swap. That was the Isaiah Thomas year. They had Derrick Rose on the roster at one time. They did a big swap, and they ended up getting Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, that whole squad. Mm-hmm. Ironically, Lakers trade, I believe. I don't remember the exact details. Mm-hmm. But that team still ended up going to the finals. So that gives me some hope. But we're in the Western Conference, mm-hmm. and there's teams like the Warriors. There's teams like the Clippers. There's teams like the Nuggets that have that built-in continuity and system that they got plug in and play players. Mm-hmm. We don't have that luxury, man. We don't have a Lakers brand of basketball anymore. We're trying to build that now. And I don't think we can build that with a foundation of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't think we can.
That's what it comes down to. That's just what it comes down to at the end of the day, bro. Our foundation as a Lakers organization is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Throwing in Russ is really just fucking
our highest paid player.
Our highest paid player is Russell Westbrook, bro.
Russell Westbrook is our highest paid player.
Bro, they had at halftime Charles Barkley, bro, begging them to trade Russ. He was begging us to trade him.
But
halftime, bro, TNT.
Is that messed up out of Chuck though? Because if you're trading him, he's going to get bought out. He may never play an NBA game again. It's going to be a minute. Who is picking up Russell Westbrook for a minimum contract?
I don't know, but it's looking bad, bro. If the TNT halftime people are begging you to trade this guy, I don't know how much we need to see. Like, that was probably the most embarrassing, like, reflection that we could see.
He has to be embarrassed. And I feel bad at just in general because I hate that it had to be the Lakers. Like, I hate that he had to do this hometown, like, get all this, especially because we're gonna make it loud as hell. We're gonna make your bad play very, very loud.
Mm-hmm.
You can your career can die in Los Angeles.
It's done. It's happened many times. Many times. Dwight
Howard originally career died in Los Angeles. He got it a little bit back in Houston, I guess, but it died in Los Angeles. He was an MVP caliber Defensive Player of the Year winner.
Mm-hmm.
He redeemed himself ultimately. Got his chip. Thank God. I like that.
Right.
Steve Nash's career died in Los Angeles.
With bags, groceries.
Grocery bags. A lot of players' careers can die in Los Angeles. Jeremy Lin even.
Yeah.
We had that. That was a pickup at one point in time.
And this, I'm not gonna lie, this Russell Westbrook shit is probably the most historic one of them all.
Luol Deng's an all-star.
Yeah, we just got him off our books, bro.
His career died in Los Angeles. It happens to a lot. It happens to a lot. And it's a Laker history thing. You could even go back to Malone, Peyton, Stockton. Not Stockton, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm talking about. That team. And yeah, bro.
But Russ, it's like though, like Russ is a player that he has so much more in the tank energy wise. You can see he's still doing 80-game seasons and shit like that. But it's just like, damn, bro. The Lakers exposes all your flaws. If you really don't have it, the whole world gonna see it, and it's just
on a grand stage.
Yeah.
On a grand stage. And that's what we have continued to see. And we have been the home of Russell Westbrook for the last year and maybe going on a year and a half, depending on how the season goes. And I don't know if I could take any more, bro. I don't know. I don't. This is equivalent to like fan base torture.
Mm-hmm. The whole off season, this whole shit right here, this whole thing has been torture, bro. So,
I almost as your point said, we got a tough like 8 games to kick it off. Tough 10 games to kick it off. If we go 5-5, I'm cool. In all honesty, I'm cool. Mm-hmm. If we go even 4-6, I might be cool. But there's a chance that we can go 2-7, 2-8, 3-7. I just hope that, parts of me hope that it's either one end of the spectrum or the other. Because I feel like if we're in the middle, we're going to be a little too content. I'd rather us do really good and be like, all right, like maybe we can build on something, or us almost do really bad so we can be like, let's fix this now.
That's what I'm saying. We might have to just go 0-5, bro.
We might, and I don't want to see that though, bro, because I'm going to be stressed as hell.
We have to go through it, bro. We might just have to do that. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. We prepare for it because I don't think we're ready to beat the Nuggets. That's like selling our soul for it. I don't think we're ready to beat the Nuggets. I don't think we're ready to beat the Clippers. I'm just being honest, bro. If it happens, then we're better in the position than I thought, but the Clippers right now, they have Kawhi back, they have Paul George, they have a little bit more of a culture set there. And while their roster might not be better than LeBron and Anthony Davis, they're just not.
They're better than the surrounding squad we got if Russell Westbrook is having to be incorporated in lineups, unfortunately.
I would definitely take Reggie Jackson over Russell Westbrook, bro. And they got John Wall.
You would take over Russell Westbrook?
Yes. So.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate case of events, bro, but this is the case of the Los Angeles Lakers. And yesterday was our first day at work, and unfortunately, we failed. That's what it comes down to. I don't want to say that this is a overreaction. I think this is a well-warranted reaction, but it might be a bit of a, we saw the Warriors and we got to see more, but I don't know how bright the next few games are going to be as well. So if we are going to prove otherwise, we are going to have to prove it pretty soon because there is a chance that we can go down that rabbit hole of 0-4, 0-5, and at that point, changes will be having to knock on the door.
Definitely.
And Rob Pelinka, I know they said that they're expecting you to start moving on the phones again. Just please, man, move a little quicker. I can't, man. I tap out. I'm cool.
I see what we do, bro.
I tap out.
I see.
I mean, I will be here to discuss it. I'll be here to discuss it. Maybe tides change. Maybe we blow out the Clippers. Let's be optimistic here. What if that happens? We keep saying, what if we go 0-4? What if we go 0-5? What if we blow out the Clippers? What if we beat the Blazers?
Then we're in a better position than we thought.
And then after that, who was it again? Was it either?
It was the Nuggets.
I think it's the Pelicans soon.
Pelicans.
No, it's Nuggets again. Then it's Wolves. Maybe we get our win back against Denver. Maybe we really take it to Gobert. Maybe there's a world where things start switching. But as of right now, all we got is optimism.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see as the season continues. But unfortunately, we're not very happy Laker fans. This felt like a depressing episode, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a depressing season last year.
Exactly.
And this was like a very depressing season premiere. So,
in typical Lakers fashion,
we're hoping for a good show. I'm hoping that they can make a doc about this season and it ends up being a championship. Darvin Ham, Pelinka, LeBron, year 20, Anthony Davis coming back. I don't know what's in the cards for Russ. I guess we will be finding out next time. We'll be back to talk that. But in the meantime, guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Any last words before we get out of here, sir?
Robert, if by the grace of God you ever come across this video or you hear any of our advice, whatever, I know a buddy named Buddy. Get him on the phone.
Yeah, I would love another guy named Turner. Two astute gentlemen, in a lovely town of Indiana.
Right.
Good culture. Yeah, get him on the phone, Rob. Get him on the phone, please. Guys, thank you as always for watching, and if I don't see you, have a good evening, afternoon, and good night.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand, ooh, and yeah, pop out with the drip and make a fan drool. You could risk it if you want, this ain't no fan duel. Yeah, I'm in a Benz cool, yeah, stepping for the breeze.